Welcome in the class. This class is one of the 6 classes from my newest split series called Split Rituals. You can find all of the classes over on my app, SATI Studio, along with more than 300 other practices designed to help you feel at home, alive, and empowered in your body. I wish you a beautiful class, and I'll see you on the mat. Welcome in the class. Today we'll be starting in a seated position, turned towards the long edge of the mat with some windshield wipers. Whenever you are seated and turned towards the long edge of your yoga mat, bring your hands behind you and open your legs wider apart than the hips so that you have a nice 90-degree angle between your calves and your hamstrings. And you also want to keep your feet flexed at 90 degrees. You can use your hands as a support behind you to help you with balance, or you can have your hands above the ground. I like to keep them aligned in front of the chest. Wherever you are, begin to flip your knees towards the right side, then come back to the center and turn to the left. Now, the deeper you go with your torso, the more intensity you're going to feel along the outer hip of the front leg. So I leave it up to you to decide how deep you want to go. One thing we want to focus on today is nice articulation of the pelvis. So see if you can tilt the pelvis forward, minimize the rounding in your lower back. One more thing I invite you to do today is when you do your windshield wiper, let's say to the right side, right leg is forward, you'll pick up the left heel and find a little internal rotation in the left leg. Center, flip to the other side and pick up the right leg. Left and right. A couple more times. This is a really nice way to warm up into the hips, to activate some of the key muscles and muscle groups that we'll be focusing on today. Let's go one more time to the right and one more time to the left. Beautiful. Come to the center. Let your knees fall to your right side and then just pick up the left leg for 1, 2, like you're opening a book. 3, keep the right leg down. 2 and 1. Let's flip to the other side, knees towards the left side. Let's lift the right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Now turn towards the short end of your yoga mat, the front. Bring your left heel in and your right leg is in front of you, like a half diamond shape. Bring your hands in front of you. Inhale to ripple your chest open. Exhale to tilt the pelvis forward and allow the chest to sink down. So we're again articulating the pelvis, tucking the pelvis under on the way up and tilting the pelvis forward on the way forward and down. So we have posterior tilt on the way up and anterior tilt on the way forward and down. A couple more times. You can probably sense even a deeper opening in the right outer hip. Good. And the next time you come forward, stay there. Walk your fingers forward. Take an inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Walk your fingers over to the left side. So we're walking the hands to where the right foot is pointing. Breathe into your right side body, your right outer hip. Take an inhale. Exhale. Good. And on the next one, you're going to come up with your torso. Stay turned towards where your right foot is pointing. And let's stand up. You may need to adjust your position here so that your left knee is supported. We want to have left knee on the ground, left foot is pointing right behind you, and then your right knee is pointing to the side so that you have a 90-degree opening. We're going to take a lunge into the right leg and extend. Lunge and extend. 3 more. Down and up. Make sure the knee and toes are pointing in the same direction. 2 and 1. Good. Let's lunge down. Now come to your right tippy toes and start to reach with your left hand towards the ground with your right arm up and above the head, reaching behind you. So nice little juicy stretch for the right side body. Let's take one more breath here. And with your next inhale, you come into a neutral position. Turn your right toes so that your right toes are pointing in the same direction as your left knee. Gate pose. Right hand touches the right leg, left arm reaches up and over. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Good. Slowly come back to the center. Sit back down and switch the sides. Right heel close to your pubic bone, left foot half diamond shape. Bring your hands in front of you, and we are tilting the pelvis forward to come forward and down, and then tucking the pelvis under to come up. Forward and up. Body loves smooth and rhythmic movements. So see if you can find your own rhythm here. Something that would allow your nervous system to relax. Good. And the next time you come forward, you'll stay in your fold. Walk your hands forward. Exhale to crawl your fingertips over to the right side. Breathe into your left side body, your left outer hip. Let's take one more breath in and out. Inhale to slowly come up, chest turn towards the right diagonal side. You'll stand up. Left toes are pointing to the left along with the left knee. And we are going to lunge into the left leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend into the left knee. Lift the left heel up and then reach with your right hand towards the ground with your left arm overhead. Keep your left knee pointed towards the ceiling. Hold for 2. And 1. Slowly come out of the pose. Extend your left leg, left toes, and right knee. Look in the same direction. Gate pose, left hand touches the thigh, and your right arm reaches up and over. Keep your chest nice and open. And again, explore the difference between just kind of creating the shape and then being fully involved in the shape, engaging the muscles. All right. Inhale to slowly come out. Let's sit down, cross the ankles, and come into a tabletop position. For today's cat and cow, we are going to extend the right leg to the side so that your foot and left knee are aligned. Inhale, open the chest, lift your sits bones up, look up. Exhale, round, and push the ground away. Inhale to open the chest. Look up. Exhale. Tuck the pelvis under and push. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good. Coming to a neutral position, and we're going to rock the pelvis back. See if you can keep your right foot flat on the floor, and forward. Back and forward. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Keep your alignment of right leg and left knee, but open your left foot a little bit wider. Left foot is flexed at 90 degrees, and you will slowly start to slide your right leg over to the right. So we're going for a half frog pose. Right leg, hips, and left knee are in one line, and you will gently rock forward and back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Slowly come out of the pose. Find your almost like a tabletop, but the right leg is extended to the side. We'll lift the right leg up. Rainbow kick, reach up and over to the left, up and forward. That was 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now step with your right foot next to your right hand. Walk the left knee back, lizard pose. Now I encourage you to close your eyes, feel into the pose. Notice, where does the body feel open? Where does it feel closed? Where does it feel almost inaccessible to be? And explore. Play the edge. Explore the movement with your eyes closed. There's really no right and wrong way to move because we are on an exploration journey. You need to go to the unknown to discover what it is that your body wants and craves. And whenever you find a sticky point in your body and in your hips, stay there. Stay there, move around. Good. All right. Now, hip flossing, a big thing. Keep your left knee lifted off the ground. Extend your right arm forward. You're going to flex your right foot, lift the hips up, and then open to the side so that your right knee and toes look in the same direction, and you come to the pinky toe side of the left foot. From here, we return into the lizard. So this is the first part. Lizard to open, open to lizard. And you can stay here. If you want to take it deeper, after lizard, you will turn your right toes in and come into your skandasana, into your half squat. With the help of your hands or without, from Skandasana, you will sit down, let the right knee fall in as you turn towards your left leg, and with your arms next to your temples, you take a fold however deep your body allows. I want you to focus on pressing the left heel down. You come up into your Skandasana. With the help of your hands or without, you find your lizard. From your lizard, you find your open position. So you can really take it super easy, step by step and piece by piece, or maybe you can be a little faster and find your flow in there. If you're newer to mobility, flexibility training, especially lower body flexibility, this can be quite a lot. So take it easy, take it step by step, and embrace the slow unfolding of your splits journey, of your lower body flexibility practice. One more time, you go through the entire floss. And we're going to meet in the lizard. Find your lizard. From your lizard, step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Shoulders over hands. Find your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's come into a plank. Release the knees down. The whole sequence on the left side. Extend your left leg to the left. Cat and cow. Inhale to open your chest. Exhale to round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Open. And round. Two more. Open. Round. One. Open. And round. Great job. We'll rock back and forward. Back and forward. 3, 2, and 1. Slide your left foot to the left, flex your right foot, and open your right foot further away from you than your right knee. Find your half rock. In your half rock, rock forward and back. Gentle rocking, forward and back. 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly come out of the pose, back into our tabletop variation. Let's lift the left leg, rainbow kick it back, and forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now step with your left foot next to your left hand, hands and left foot in one line, lizard pose. Pick up your right knee and begin to move around. Forward and back, side to side. Close your eyes, really feel into the movement. Notice where it feels sticky. Stay there. Good. And slowly arrive at the center. Let's lift the right knee. If it's not lifted, extend your left arm forward. Flex your left foot. Let's lift the hips up and then open to the left side. Up and back into your lizard. Just like that. And you can stay here for your hip flossing, or maybe you want to take it all the way. So from the lizard, you turn your left toes in, slowly turn the right toes up, come to a seat, let your left knee fall in, that internal rotation, hands towards the temples, press the right heel down, take a fold. Rather than folding, think lengthening towards the big toe. And then you come up, left knee up, right hand down, and you open again. Take it step by step, no rush here unless you're experienced and familiar. No rush in that case either, but you may add a little more fluidity and speed. One more, full floss. And we are eventually meeting in a lizard. So please find your lizard, tuck your right toes under, push the ground away, and step it back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's rinse it out with one vinyasa. Forward to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Great job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to lift your right leg up. Exhale to step with your right foot between your hands. And then windmill your arms open, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. So you open your hips, chest, torso to the left. We'll find another little flow here that will help us to strengthen and open. So from Warrior 2, you will extend the right leg, turn the left toes out, and slowly sink into your Skandasana. Maybe this is how deep you'll go. Maybe you'll go a little bit deeper, maybe all the way down. Embrace what your body allows you to do today. And from here, you'll return into Warrior 2. So we're aiming for 5 little transitions like that. If it's less than that, no worries. 4. 3. 2. And 1. We're meeting in Skandasana. Frame your left foot, turn towards the back of your yoga mat, and now you will extend the left knee. Bend and extend a few times. Bend and extend, bend and extend. Good. Bend your left knee, coming to an upright position with the torso. You may use blocks underneath hands for balance. And make sure your lower back is in a neutral position, so you're not collapsing. You're engaging the inner thighs and stabilizing lower back through your belly. Let's hug the right heel in. That's 1. We do only 3. 2. And on the third one, you hold. How close can your right heel come to your right glute? Hold for 3, 2, 1. Extend your left leg. Body still in an upright position. Hands towards your temples. You're going to fold down towards your left leg, however deep your body allows you to come. And then you come back up. To make it spicier, you take a block. Straighten the arms and go like that. We're aiming for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Release the block. Frame your left foot. Lift your left leg up. It's a 3-legged dog. Exhale to step your left foot forward, so towards the end of your yoga mat. And then windmill your arms open into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. We'll find the same flow. Extend your left leg, turn your right toes out, bend into your right knee, Skandasana. However deep you go, it's perfect. Virabhadrasana 2 and Skandasana. Let's do 3 more. 2, and 1. Skandasana is where we meet. Frame your right foot, turn towards the front of your yoga mat. And we'll shift the hips forward and then back a few times. Forward and back. Forward and back. Good. Body comes into an upright position, and with the help of blocks or without, let's hug the left heel in. It's 1, 2, 3. Now we hold. Squeeze your left butt. Bring the heel closer. Notice how my foot is flexed. It really helps. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Extend your right leg. The body is still in an upright position, hands to temples, or you take your block. You'll keep your spine long as you fold 5 times. So it's really not about touching the leg, but you want to come with long spine forward. You want to feel the heel press down, the leg engage. 3 more. 2. And 1. Beautiful job. Slowly bend into your right knee and step back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Let's rinse it out. Plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Then Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your knees down. Now let's turn towards the long end of the yoga mat to open up the legs and find full frog. Your feet are flexed, the knees are aligned with the hips, and the feet are further away from you, from the midline of the body, than the knees. You can stay in your hands, you can come down to your forearms, and first we'll rock forward and back. Forward and back. Notice how that feels. Good. Now let's bring the feet closer together. See how this feels, bringing feet closer together. And find a position where you're targeting your personal sticky point in your frog pose variation. Find a position where it feels like it's a little bit uncomfortable, but there's a sense of release in the body. So find your personal sense of release in the body within this posture. Make sure that the breath is still flowing in a smooth way, in and out through the nose. Good. And then slowly come into a seat. Let's swing the legs forward and find a straddle split like this. Let's open the legs wide. If you notice rounding in your lower back, think about that anterior pelvic tilt. See if you can make that happen. If not, sit up taller. You can sit up on 1 or 2 blocks on a blanket. You can also bend the knees. It will make it more accessible. So find that anterior pelvic tilt. And then slowly begin to walk the hands forward. You can stay on your hands, on your forearms. Maybe you can lay all the way down. If you're quite flexible and you want to challenge yourself, you can bring a block under each of your heels. Bringing the heels higher will give you that extra dose of challenge. And we'll hold for 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of your pose. See if you can bring the legs together without the help of your hands. So really engaging those muscles that you just opened. And we'll be working on transition from almost middle split to split. Now this may be quite advanced, or it is quite advanced. So if this is not working out, then you can step into splits from your downward facing dog. Otherwise, you'll open your legs wide and then frame your left foot. Have your blocks nearby. Frame your left foot and see if you can lift the hips up. Now tuck your right toes under and lift your right heel. When the right heel is lifted, it is easier to control the alignment of the hips. Now you may sit up on a block with your left hip. The block can be on medium, small, or tall setting. You can also release the back knee down. It is going to feel more accessible. And maybe you are not using any block and you slowly find your way down. So you take it step by step, or you step from downward facing dog, or you'll work on this smoother transition with less, let's say, little stops. So see if you can slowly find the alignment. And in this transition, it's tricky because we are coming from an open hip position into a closed hip position. So there needs to be intention, attention, and just curiosity and willingness to work towards the correct alignment. Once you find your pose, hold your pose. In this split, we are keeping body in a perpendicular position, wrapping the right hip forward, left hip back. Maybe if you're not using your hands for balance, you can extend them up. 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just like we came into the split, we'll come out of it. We'll transition back into the middle splits. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So if you step back into downward facing dog, now you'll step your right foot forward into your splits. With the help of your hands or without, let's pick up the hips, turn towards the right leg. Maybe you'll use a block underneath your right hip. Maybe you're not using any block underneath your hip. And then you slowly find your way down. So feel free to work on the transition again. Working on that smoothness. For me, this side is trickier than the previous side. Remember to not compromise the alignment. It is not about the depth of the pose, it is about the integrity of the pose. If you don't need your hands for balance, you can extend them up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come out into your middle splits. And from your middle splits, let's close the legs. Beautiful job. Hug your legs, rest your forehead on your knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Let's come into tabletop. And if you remember those rainbow kicks, we'll do 5 of them on each side just to strengthen the muscles once again. Extend your right leg back, lift it up. To the left, strong right inner thigh, and to the right. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Second side, extend the left leg back, and we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees together. Find your child's pose. Rest your forehead. Take a long and deep inhale, followed by a slow exhale. You can choose to come into your Shavasana, lay down on your back, close your practice in that way, resting. Or after one more round of breaths, you come up into a seat. Come into a seat. Join your hands at your heart. Find a little smile on your face, a smile of gratitude for your body, gratitude for what your body allows you to do and experience right now. Gratitude for the level of strength and openness the body embodies right now. Saying thank you, thank you, thank you in your mind. And then bow with that smile on your face, bow down towards the heart. Lift your chin up, open your eyes. And I thank you for joining. I wish you a beautiful day. Om.